Hi. We got bot mods now. Did I put that in? Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel. Who are you? No, I'm pretty sure Bot Rix was a thing. It was a bot I tried to use to help me with multi-chat, but it didn't do what I wanted to do. And I guess I forgot to kill him, so... OMG, Bot Rix, hi. Second poke, good evening, hello. Calib E, what the such jump scare? I think Friday is just pretty much every Friday is gonna be an early stream now. Although I straight up didn't have time to set up a room for the stream today. I only got around to making the stream about an hour ago. Surprise! I was busy with work. I just got home from work. And I didn't have time to set up the stream last night. Because I was catching up on Genshin. I was building my fat ass cow last night for Genshin. Mako Stygian. You're interrupting my Digimon adventure watching. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. I can leave if you want, if you need me to. Sorry about that. How rude of me. Outro. I don't know how to feel when my obscure waifu has a pop-off post on Twitter. I want normies to have nothing to do with her. This is not a necessarily obscure example, but seeing Momoe pop up in the I Show Speed stream was... Oh man, I didn't watch the actual clip because that's a category of cringe that I'm not prepared for. Like it's taking the meme, yeah, it's taking the Momoe meme and placing it in a setting where it just has no business being. The actual clip is definitely something else. Whenever people, many such cases, there's a lot of cases where someone tries to take an online meme and makes it into the most annoying thing possible when it's put IRL out of context. It's like seeing the fucking Rick and Morty. It's like that clip of that one guy spurging out doing the pickle Rick on a McDonald's over the Szechuan sauce. This is the pickle Rick equivalent for the Blue Archive community. The fucking racist Momoe is literally pickle Rick for Blue Archive, dude. PR disaster for Blue Archive. I mean, hey, at the very least, it's more gatekeeping. That means that means even less normies getting into my game at least. But anyway, Artwork, your obscure waifu. I'm not sure which obscure waifu you may be referring to, but a similar thing has happened recently when I was talking to Igni. Not his waifu, but he was telling me about this obscure, weird, like surreal, goofy, random mini-series on YouTube that just recently got a game. He was talking to me about Barbecue Enna. And I'm not sure if you've seen this pop up on your feed, but apparently Enna has been an online series. It's like it's a weird online animated series. It's got like classic Newgrounds vibes to it, where the aesthetic is like a combination between Zelda CDI games and LSD Simulator. It's real fucking weird, and they just released an actual game. It's been a city casual animated series for a while that's been all over the place, but they released a actual indie game, a free indie game, and I was like, oh no, Igni, dude, they're gonna take this character. Twitter's gonna ruin this fucking series, dude. What's it called again? Enna? I think the The game is called Barbecue Anna. Let me see if I can pull up a imag. Let me see if I can pull it up on Steam. Let's see. Also, hello Yodoson. Early streams. Sasg. Hello Blazing Dawn. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna do early streams every Friday now. It's just kinda... It's weird though. It's a weird time slot because not only do I never stream online, oh rather, not only do I never stream in the daytime, but like, it's right after work. I'm streaming right after work and I have to leave in a couple hours. So it's like a short stream, a short daytime stream, which is my two least favorite things whenever I stream. Let's see. Can I zoom in? The game is called Anna Dream Barbecue. I don't know all the lore. I watched one of the videos and it was really fucking weird, but it was kind of cool, I guess. Let's see. You recognize her? Yeah, it's like this two-colored schizo character. And there's a whole lot of schizophrenia in the world and character design. Let's see. Anna Dream Barbecue. And when I saw... When Igni was showing me this game, and it had a really, really weird art style, with really weird, quirky character designs, surreal horror, and then I saw that the game is free to play, I was like, dude, it's over, dude. Twitter's gonna get this game and they're never gonna let go of it. Is there a close-up of Anna? There's actually several different kind of Annas. There's several Annas with different colors, I'm pretty sure. Like the Dream Barbecue one is different from the one from the web series, I think. At least that's what Igni told me. Yeah, this... it's like this two-sided, two-shaded. You don't really see it here, but she's got like two different faces almost too. And I saw a tweet the other day that was like, oh, if Anna's taking back shots, what do you do if the male voice comes out or something like that? And I was like, yeah. Yeah. This is exactly what I expected. I warned you about this, Igni. That's the normies get into your obscure comfort food, Igni. Anyway. Fortunately, I don't need to sleep for work on Fridays. It's a nice casual midnight 00:42 right now. That's my favorite. Oh boy, 12 AM.
Spiffy.
There were some streams where I used to start streams on midnight. Hello, Calby. Thank you for the resub. You figured out how to prime game on mobile. Even I don't know how to do that. Hello, Kitty Island Adventure. My obscure wife, Hello Kitty. But anyway. Ben K, my beloved. Do you mean Ben Goat format Ben K OTK? Or Big Ben K, the super heavy samurai? Oh wait, you're linking the sex hair meme, never mind. Alright, let me... Why am I stalling? Why am I chatting too much? Why am I opening up Yu-Gi-Oh right now? Hold up. This is not a Yu-Gi-Oh day. Let's see if I can get Grandmaster within like 2 hours. I don't want to get cocky. I don't mean to gas myself up, but I've been climbing very fast over the past couple of days. I've only just been doing the daily chess, and I've been doing pretty well. Ben K is one of the sex hairs. I know the main sex hair in that meme. I don't remember her name. I want to say Kaho, but I don't think that's correct. I almost watched that series. I'm gonna get it wrong if I try to say it. Amigami? That's probably not what it is. But I almost watched that series just because of the sex hair. Video game! Speaking of sex hair, hello Saka. It's unsounded that you're grinding using a deck that's meant to grind. I'm grinding with an actual real top tier meta deck for once. I'm not trying to fight against the grain. I am the grain. Hello Void. Yeah, the belly button kissing anime. It's the one that's been popping off on Twitter recently. I don't know why, but I'm glad at least that sex hair is getting recognition because she is the best girl. I've never watched the series, I just know that she is the best girl because she has the sex hair. It is, wow! Artifact Portal, who would have guessed? Some changes! I bumped up Aegis to 3 and dropped Technomancer down to 1. I fucking hate seeing multiple Technomancers clog up my hand. I fucking hate getting my hand clogged up in general. The reason why Aegis is at 3 now in my build, it's not even for the silence effect. Hell, it's not even necessarily for the reduced P-shift effect. It's just simply a card I can get rid of. It's just a card I can use that'll make space in my hand. That's it. It's to help me try to overdraw slightly less when I go for factory plays, and that's it. But yeah, Artifact, did you guys know Artifact is pretty good in this format? I could have sworn that Vellsar was a 2-deck format between Artifact and Last Word Shadow. Last Word Shadow kind of fucking sucks against Artifact most of the time. And that's if they super aggro you and they can kill you with Necro Impulse fast. If they try to do the Blumpkin Mr. Pumpkin Man into the giant wards with last words, they just fucking lose because they give you bodies for you to, you know, Miriam send your P-shifts through. Now when they Celeste Lock you? No, dude, Celeste Lock is fucking bait. I think only bad players get screwed over by Celeste Lock. Celeste Lock is only really scary if you have no real artifacts in hand and the opponent also pulled off Gremory Monster Trio into Celeste. And that's a lot. Like, there's a lot you can do to prepare for that shit. What you do, if you're a good player, you hold on to Spinalia and your actual artifacts. Preferably if you can get Scan Out. If you can get real actual artifact bodies, Celeste doesn't kill you. Now you might have some trouble killing them that turn, but you can just outgrind them because they can't kill you. If the opponent is dropping Celeste after Celeste after Celeste, they're not doing shit to try to close game against you. So, I haven't had much trouble against Shadow personally. What does my record look like right now? You know what I have been having trouble with? Okay, not Blood, I was getting unlucky. This Shadow doesn't count. That Shadow doesn't count. You know what I have been getting unlucky against? Fucking Dragon? And I'm not talking about Face Dragon. You can typically beat Face Dragon by just out-valuing them and getting a couple drains in. Dude, what's been killing me is fucking Jerva. If you want to farm artifact players, bro, play Jerva. This is like Igni's favorite card. People use Jerva in Face Dragon, but if you focus specifically on Jerva control with all the removal, yeah, Jerva's the hard counter because you don't give artifact any board to trade artifact bodies into. And you have so much removal that you can wipe out the artifact player's board to get face damage in. It's like a Modesty where you deal 5 to a follower. If they have no followers, deal 5 to face. And what's the most traumatizing thing is that if you can get Jerva out with fucking the Myth Cleaver, banish the factory, and the opponent has to deal with a random banish getting rid of their names after that too. It's so fucking annoying. They just clear and use Ganda. Yeah, once they reach a certain point, they can just close the game with Ganda after that, yeah. If you want to farm artifact players, just try to roll up with Jerva. It's your best chance, probably. If not, just know what to do the mirror match. What does artifact supposed to do? So in this era of artifacts, it's really focused on getting a whole bunch of paradigm shifts into airstrike artifacts. Paradigm shift is like a... It's the guy that's like it's like a spell boost. Whenever an artifact is destroyed, you reduce the cost of this by 1. You have a choice of summoning between 1 of 3 different artifacts. Airstrike being the one that has Storm, and Last Words deal face, 2 damage face. You have a lot of ways to squeeze even more damage out of your airstrike artifacts. Primarily, you have Miriam, which is whenever an artifact is destroyed, deal 2 damage to enemy leader. So you crash your storms and it becomes 4 damage burn for each airstrike you crash. You also have a cheeky combo with Bahamut where you can summon a whole board of airstrike artifacts, have them all hit face, then Bahamut accelerate 4 damage AoE. That includes your own followers. So you can use Bahamut to wipe out your whole entire board, and all the last words will proc with the additional +1 damage with Bahamut. This is like JO Crystal from way back in the day. So it goes from 8, you summon 4 airstrikes for example, 8 to face, AoE, 12 to face burn. Easy peasy. And you might even be reducing, you also have Ramia too. It's actually, I kind of forgot how extremely abusable Ramia was in this build. You just summon an artifact, she can evolve for free, spend 6 PP, Storm, and gain stats equal to a number of different artifact cards destroyed this match. I have so many games where I think Ramia is the finisher I use the most actually. I kind of forgot how abusable she is. Because you get 0 cost P shifts and you can get 0 cost artifacts with scan as well too. And even if you're not going for lethal, you can just go for a whole bunch of drains to heal up against certain matchups. You have counters against certain last words or annoying stuff like this out Sarisa or Wardhaven for example. Wardhaven is kind of annoying. No, it's not Wardhaven that's annoying. I've been running into fucking Forehead. I've been seeing people playing Forehead Forehead Amulet Haven. And it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Let's see. Tonka, I'm pogging for Evolve Spores and JP. I haven't read much. They revealed Neil Warbird. I haven't been keeping up with JP spoilers. I only know that Lee Shen is hot.
Until the end of time.
I just know that new Lee Shen is support and that's it. That's all I need. Although they revealed the new Ramia. And new Ramia is pretty good. The Supersonic is able to search for both Ramia, OG, and the new one. I'm thinking bifurcating. I like bifurcating. Resolving bifurcating ever just feels really nice. So I think next turn I'm better off doing... Oh, I gotta turn on animations. I was sweating so hard off stream that I had animations off from my APM. But because I have another Android, I'm better off investing into another P-shirt first, and then doing artifacts after that. Am I scared of you? No, I have no fear. What a coward turning off animations. I know. Only pussies turn off animations. I was up against some scary mirror matches, so I want to make sure I have to make sure not to fuck it up. Okay, we have aggro. This is specifically aggro shadow, and usually aggro shadow just simply dies to drains and wards, and that's it. Like, once you get a couple of drains in and summon Burial Artifact, there's nothing they can do. Especially since he went second and had a low roll too. Actually, is Cerise using aggro? Because yeah, the one-drop spell can do burn damage, but I don't remember seeing Cerise in this build. Hi Tonko, hi Kodok. Box OTK. Is Box in this format? I forgot exactly how Box OTK worked. I know you use Cerise for Box OTK, but I forgot the exact combo. I can just simply Vladimir free Evo trade. Get my other pieces reduced. Send in the non-leader arts. Two Cerise bike dot. Who the fuck was dot? Two Cerise spell on Box on bike. Alright, well, I'm not suited to deal with Box OTK in that case.
The sweet caress of romance.
You've lost your life.
I'm not sure if Box OTK would be too concerned. Who? I'm not sure if Box OTK would be too concerned if I did have my removal spells, my silence spells. You finally got the Vladimir leader? Nice. I'm greedy. And I'm trying to go for a third copy. It is Box. What's in the box though? Not having a silence to deal with Mateo is kind of sad.
I shall exit with grace.
I don't think I bother summoning anything else right now. Oh, maybe that's bait. Evo Miriam is hot. Hey Tonko. Evil Miriam is crazy, dude. There's one. Check the Mateo for Cerise effects. Yeah, that one's a heal. It says both the burns. Oh, he already had it. Oh, okay. So that is a full ass 20 damage OTK, huh? I guess I don't have an out against that. I felt like a lot had to go right though, because especially in this with that reanimate, he had multiple 3-drops in the reanimate pool. So if I was at full HP, well, you still have Mateo, never mind. I don't have any nilpotence in this format, so I guess Box OTK can work. I'm not sure how high roll that is though. It's just aggro shadow. Yeah, but he was using Box combo though, like Box strat. Because most aggro shadow players, this might sound toxic, but most aggro shadow players are fucking stupid. That might sound toxic. They just slam shit onto the field and hope it sticks. That's usually how they play most of the time. They just play cards until you die. Tonko almost Grandmaster. Not so much anymore. Hello, Mondai.
I'll get production up and running.
Most aggro players just see card and play card.
I am a prisoner of this world's whims.
Evil blood. I've had a couple losses of Evil Blood. If I feel like it's most... I'm gonna say most of those losses were because I was bricking. Climb downward. We've only just started, but it's not a great start already.
I get the gist of it.
I don't have the negate for this. Oh no. This guy's still playing Evil Blood. I actually seen quite a bit of Evil Bloods on ladder. That's why.
What? Impossible.
I forgot the hard mulligan for it, but I've only lost to Evil Blood just because I didn't have the response to Hadasana. I'm gonna lose this fucking game just because I don't have an out to the chainsaw schizo.
I get the gist of it.
No.
Let's get a lot of P shifts. Why not?
You will be
I like P shifts.
Useless.
Why not use 2 Miriams already? That seems like a good idea.
You will be
Hadasana has Intimidate, Strike, Gain Stat, and Damage Shield. You'd have to ping her twice if you have damage spells. Like, Hadasana literally carried Blood for an entire format or two, just by herself. It's not even Evil Blood, it's just slam down Hadasana and hope it works. You got 3 Quicksilver? You should draw one soon, right? See, you'd think so, you'd hope so, but... I had to get used to just hard mulliganing for Quicksilver against Blood.
I won't hurt you too much.
You got Challenge Master because of Hadasana. Yeah, she was especially crazy in Take 2.
Must become a demon to kill a demon.
Not even Storm. He's just playing her as him as a fighter. I guess I fucking lose then.
Omega Drive limiters disengaged. Omega Drive limiters disengaged.
Maybe if I get a
Super
ward
size.
out.
Right.
If I get a barrier artifact out, would that buy me some time?
Breach of contract.
Eradicate all demons.
I don't even remember what else Evil Blood had, because this was before the Itsurugi build. If he was a good player, he'd have 3 Hadasanas out by now. Oh yeah, it's Ravening. Yeah, because they played Ball Buster. Yeah.
It awakens.
I'm not in a position to build up board to soak up the random Ravening pings. Whenever he draws a card, he randomly pings a guy. Follower or sometimes face. Rising One Other Sword. He's just a good card. Other Sword is just a good value card in general. Alright, I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna try to Evo Crash this Analyzing. And if it's not a Quicksilver, I'm finished. I'm finished.
Another pointless path.
You know I'm desperate when I start playing Keen Edges early on. Yeah, others are just a good value 2 drop. Just helps you fill out early curves. Nothing too crazy. Also, you want to have low cost followers in general for the ball fusion cost anyway, right? I think ball was specifically 3 drop or lower followers. The ball fusion that he does not, he has, he's so good.
I've got this, so bring it.
A year? You should Evo face that Hadasana, bro. What are you scared of, bro? OMG, Tonko, hi. Hello, Lauren. Good day to you. Yeah, calling this Evo Blood is not accurate. There's like no actual Evos at all. It's just simply... I guess this is aggro, huh? I guess you would call this aggro.
But I feel so alive.
He's good if you're drawing one of your 3 Quicksilvers. He had no need to be concerned. So anyway, actually, Artifact is kind of bad. Artifact's actually kind of overrated this format. I'm just saying. Can we see Jerva now? Can we see all the shit my deck can lose to? If it's just regular Shadow, we'll be fine. If it's just regular last words, I'll be fine.
Am I right?
That technically works. I guess I'll keep. Danko Hayo. Hello, Yuki. Notice that I don't think we've drawn a single... We haven't drawn a single Quicksilver yet this entire day so far out of 3 games. And... we haven't drawn a single factory. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'll save Lamia actually. If this does end up being aggro again, then having 2 Lamias, yes, I need 2 Lamias is what I need. Okay, just regular last words, we win. Easy game. Have you tried drawing better? I haven't really been putting enough effort. That's a good point. That's a lot of bitches. That's a lot of toasters.
Omega Drive, limiters disengaged. Omega Drive, limiters disengaged. I'll finish this at super.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. No science for Bubbly. Honestly, Quicksilver last words is surprisingly not that important. It's good against Cerise targets maybe, if they have them. But Quicksilver, denying their last words, they're gonna get to 10 last words no matter what anyway. Trying to stall last words with Quicksilver is not really worth it. You more so use Quicksilver just to get rid of words in general in the late game.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
Everyone needs an afterlife plan.
I could afford to evolve.
Activating Alpha Thrusters.
I'm gonna get a billion rushes in the late game with Factory.
Adorable to the
I don't need to be stingy with my evolves, right? Do you know silencing Bubbly removes her from the rebirth pool?
Myself.
Do you know that silencing me removes me from the dream pool?
frills. Double check.
Actually, what else would they have in the 2-drop pool? Would it just be the 1-2 destroy guy? If they did the crystallize? Actually, do they even have any other regular ass 2-drops?
The land of the living.
I never consciously thought about that before. Oh, Cerise, hi.
Hey, eyes on the flag. Your red echoes will soon be.
Gonna try Evo Portal? Yeah, there's a bunch of bros that are gonna play this format. I might just end up just playing all the different decks this whole weekend. Cause I'm not quite ready to do anything interesting. Anything different like story stream this week. I'm not ready to do any real content right now. I think we lose.
Setting reflectors to reflect. Adorable to the end.
Unless if we top deck Factory right now, then we're kind of screwed.
Useless.
Urchin Corpse off Tyrant or 2 PP they gave last words off Ray Tracing. Do they have other last words? No, yeah, Amy. And they always have Ray Tracing, so... I think going out of my way to silence... Going out of my way to silence the, what's her name? Silencing Bubbly. Just seems kind of bait. If I have it, it's nice and all, but... I don't think it's worth the extra trouble. I'm going to... So with Miriam, right now that's 16, 18, we're still not even close. Bahamut Lethal technically only needs 4 P-shifts. But you need to be able to hit phase for Bahamut to be a full lethal with only 4 P-shifts. So Bahamut Lethal, Bahamut combo is not as good against Last Words because they get wards in the late game. Can I just simply hoe into another? Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of Bahamut entirely because Mimi is way better against this matchup. Can I just simply top deck a fact? Ooh, oh no.
You don't find gizmos like this every millennium.
Pass. This format still has Gremlin. Yeah, I kind of forgot about it too until I saw it. One of my recent online friends actually saw Shadowverse a bit ago. It was Academy? That was her first experience with this game. I feel sorry. No wonder they stopped playing. First deck was chess though. That is pretty base, yeah. By the way, Omega stops crystallized too. So this is a case where yes, I do lose to Omega, but that's literally only because my entire rest of my deck bricked. He only won because my deck bricked. If I were to start, Scan becomes active sometime. This is, he's gonna just Necro Impulse kill me next turn, but I'm also gonna give him Gremory. Boardlock him. I kinda wanna crash this one Lamia, that's why, but I don't want him to get Gremory. Oh no, he gets Gremory anyway. So it's gonna be a Boardlock, yeah. It's gonna be an actual Boardlock, yeah. Gremory invoke when his shadows are more than the amount of cards in his deck. Oh no! He's plus, no, stop. Necro Impulse is a lot, but it's not quite lethal. Double Necro Impulse though could become lethal. No, it's not, right? What are they going to do? Kill me? Oh, we're so back, bros. Wait, I should have gone to Mimian first, actually. Can I still do that? Is that too late? I don't think Lamia is gonna become lethal, but oh, I'm bad at this game. Chat, I'm not playing correctly at all. I'm just kind of clicking buttons right now. But sometimes when I just simply click buttons, it just happens to work out. I think it's working, chat. I should have done this first, actually. Yeah, it worked. Easy peasy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ass turn. Like, sometimes I'll do one thing, I'm like, wait, no, did I just fuck up my entire combo? Because I should have gotten Miriam out, like, first thing before I did anything else, probably. It just kind of worked out. It's muscle memory. Yeah, I just click buttons because it's muscle memory. The part that I was scared of, the part that I was concerned about was those retracing heals. I had to at least make sure not to trade in a way that he could get the heals off before I could kill him. I did that the quick service though. I could use those quicksilvers way sooner to just deny the heals like that, but yeah. I just kind of... I like playing artifacts. I like playing this specific era of artifact because when I do have an OTK combo and I don't actually see the line, I just go into this sort of... I just go into this flow state where I just click buttons and it works out. I don't even logically know what I'm doing exactly, it just kind of happens.
All systems online.
Hearthstone recently got a real fun deck called Murmur Shaman. Your Battlecry minions cost 1 but die immediately after being played. That sounds like a... That's like almost like Arcus almost. But more beatable in Hearthstone. You know, I actually thought about... I thought about... I considered streaming Hearthstone for April Fool's Day. Because I've still never actually played Hearthstone myself. And I've never once played Hearthstone once in my life. So it would be a nice April Fool's bit if I were to transform my channel into a Hearthstone channel. But I was busy that day though.
You'll find gizmos like this every millennium.
I wish/do not wish that Shadowverse 2 has cards that generate from other class. As long as it's not broken. Like if it's something memey or bad like Treasure Map, it's fine. But when it's shit like Swordcraft stealing my Portalcraft Forged weaponry, then that's not okay. That's a bit too much. Can't wait the backseat. Oh, that's 4 days ago. Dude, I have so many April Fool's ideas. I get so many April Fool's ideas, but every time I come up with an idea, it's already too late. I could scam for a Vladimir.
I'll get production up and running.
Or I could just Miriam get my 2 P-shifts.
I'm just a cog in a grander machine. I get the gist of it.
Just a pog and a grand machine. I think getting a fuckload of P-shifts is more valuable in the mirror match.
I'm so useless.
And just because I have 1 scan too many, I'll use one already. I don't like clogging on too many scans because I end up not having the board space for it anyway. Always that darn sword class. Yeah, always trying to steal my thunder. Hawk in the grand machine? Your package came in the mail? I think if you just boot up stream and playing League would be comedy. I fucking hate League, dude. I hate that category. It's not RTS, right? I hate that category of video games specifically, the League category. MOBA, yeah, I fucking hate MOBA games, man. I'm not built for it. They're very... MOBA games, from my perspective, they look extremely fucking autistic, and I don't like the aesthetics of it either. Playing Arknights for April Fools and only April Fools would be funny. That would have been funny too. Man, there's so many great ideas for April Fool's Day that I'm gonna forget all these ideas next year. If I do Mecha Arm, I will overdraw. I will overdraw my factory. It's gonna happen. But what if it just doesn't? I almost never draw factory anyway. So what if I just don't draw factory?
This invention could be my claim to fame. Setting reflectors to reflect.
I'm gonna be a good artifact player and just not overdraw factory.
Such a good guinea pig.
Also, technically, the game is actually winnable just fine, even with just raw P shifts. That's kind of a bit optimistic to say, but Ramia with raw P shifts can be enough for lethal. Imagine long ass stream we did all those on April Fools. Yeah, dude, all the joke games that Tonko hates, every single one on April Fools. I think the only April Fool's bit I've actually done and followed through with was the Junko jar. The face cam I had the Junko in the jar. The quote-unquote face cam stream. Sure you don't overdraw Clueless? We're gonna overdraw Aegis. And that's it. 1G Aegis, hi. What do you mulligan in this deck? Typically I try to aim for my early game 2 drops and P shifts. The best things to get in the early game are Artisan and the Excel. I forgot the guy's name, but the guy that makes a mystic artifact. That's a lot of P shifts, dude. One thing about the mirror match is whoever gets the more P shifts win, and whoever makes a bigger board loses. How many shifts does he have? 1, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit, he's got a lot too. Ah, fuck. And he got his factory out first. That's not. Oh wait, you just pass? That's it? I really want to just do Radiant. I don't think I just do Radiant yet. I gotta get these other P shifts down, so I gotta go a bit wide with my artifacts. And by wide, I mean 2 artifacts. You know what else makes 2 artifacts? But I was joking, but maybe I do use bifurcating. I'm pretty sure I just do storms. But bifurcating though. Chat. I'm surrendering to my my intrusive thoughts. With just Radiant, same number of hits. Yeah, but it's only 1 artifact though. I want to be going wide with my artifacts to reduce all the P shifts. Because the dilemma is that a good artifact player won't give me too many trade targets. So trying to bet on P shifts to reduce P shifts is not reliable in a mirror match. I'm gonna give him bodies. Reminder chat, reminder what I said myself chat. Whoever gets the wider board against the mirror loses. Oh, I cannot believe. I cannot believe you've done this. What you said literal moments ago. Oh man, the artifact experts falling victim to the artifact strats. I cannot believe. There's a chance he might be dumb. There's not. There's really not a chance. I have seen some mirror matches though where the opponent absolutely has super omega lethal. They have the easiest lethal of all time and they still fumble it. It does happen. It can still happen. Not here, but it does still happen sometimes. And I think at that stage, at that point, he had so many fucking P shifts that I think if I just didn't make board and just had the 2 artisans, I think I would still just die. I'd like to believe I would still just die anyway. We should have gone a Miriam leader. Bro, Miriam's such a baddie. You really have to try to mess this up now. Some people do. My favorite part about artifact metas like this is that It's really funny seeing random people on ladder completely fumble artifact.
All systems online.
It happens. It happened with the last expansion. Here was Shadowverse too. Seeing people playing the last artifact mirror was really funny sometimes. And also, I'm not just simply throwing stones from glass houses here. Even I fuck up all the time too. It's what I do best. Aloha Ski. Good afternoon. You know you have the correct leader for this. It's the she. It's literally she. Wasn't Ramya specifically buffed for this format too, for this release? Because she was buffed for the leader, which came out in the mid expansion, right?
I get the gist of it.
I don't think we had the Ramya combos before mini. I'm having an intrusive thoughts moment, chat. The reason why I lost last game is because I selected bifurcating.
I'm so useless.
My favorite artifact. Yeah, the buff was they literally... All they did was they added the artifact tag to Ramya herself, because she used to only be Machina. They added the keyword artifact, they added artifact trait, and that changed everything. It literally changed the entire deck. Honestly, the Ramya buff did more work for artifact portal than the actual mid expansion cards. In fact, actually, wait. I think Totem was just a mini card. And like we got Quicksilver in the mini and that's it.
Omega Drive limiters disengaged.
I guess I could make another bifurcating.
Can't touch this.
By the way, chat, I also have this 6th Sense with artifact. I can tell if I've lost within the first 2 turns. That might be a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point, at this stage.
Your terminus.
But I think I've already lost.
Tribute to my boredom, why don't you?
The time to lament has ended.
Is Sanko the best at drawing artifacts? Drawing artifacts, slamming artifacts against Cornelia is kind of sketchy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot to, it was mentioned in the chat, why am I not playing Cornelia? I don't like playing Cornelia because it feels like she's, I feel like I'm not that desperate to get to go for the 6th name. And, I wanted to make space for my 3 Quicksilvers instead.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
I feel like Cornelia is too cloggy. Cornelia's pretty good going first because you can just slam her on turn 4 pass with the ward. And then Evo face if she happens to survive. That's actually pretty good. But when I've tried playing Cornelia with this build in the past, she just seems kind of cloggy. And I need less clog in this deck.
You'll find gizmos like this every millennium.
Who needs Cornelia when you can bifurcating? Yeah, exactly. I've got bifurcating carrying my whole deck anyway. Why do I think that I'd never play her at the factory like ever? Yeah, exactly. She's not even bad. That's the thing is she's perfectly fine on paper. She's perfectly fine on paper because she's a good evolve because you don't really have any good evolve targets anyway except for how. Spin to win. Don't mind if I do.
Destroy the world, artifacts.
I don't think I'm concerned about clearing board. I'm just mostly making names in general right now. Just evolve Ramya. That's kind of the plan. The plan is to slam Ramya, although Ramya is... Well, Lamia could meet. She could be turn 7 if we're a good player.
Extendo.
Faces place. Go trade for me. The Lamia buff does a lot. She comes with suitable off-spinner artifact. Yeah, actually, Lamia was also the first main deck artifact we ever had.
Activating a repair.
So having a search target for Spinari on your turn with Miriam was a huge fucking deal.
You don't find gizmos like this every millennium.
And also, obviously, you can scan into it as well, too. Scan into zero cost Lamia saved my ass so many times. It's probably going to be a turn 8 Lamia, but, how many P-ships does he have? I'm sure he can close games soon, too. That's a lot of P-ships, holy fuck. He's biding his time, though. He's saving P-ships for next game.
Too late to run!
Listen, nothing in this world started off.
Remember when I predicted New Llama to be a Machina artifact fighter? He was a bit more than that. She was a bit more than that. She was also a Rush. I think I can... It's a bit optimistic again, but... Because he has so many targets on board, I think I can get Lamia in. I think because he has so many trade targets, it might be able to work. Wait, this actually does work. Hold up.
Omega Drive, limiters disengaged.
Omega Low Drive.
Did I overreach
Dude, I
myself?
fucking have it. No way, I actually do have it.
This at supersonic speed.
Let's finish this at supersonic speed.
I'll finish this at
Oh,
supersonic
easy
speed.
peasy. I think I still had it even without fact. No, no. No, I didn't. Right? Surely not.
Kinda tickles. But I hate losing.
I think claiming I had it without factory would be a bit too cocky. But obviously, factory sealed the deal. I think if my scan was godly, I could have had lethal with without factory. But yeah,
Guess
factory
they
makes the
could
job
be
way
wrong.
easier. That's why you don't play Cornelia, chat. It gives you don't play Cornelia, chat, because it gives the mirror match too many trade targets, chat. Oh, so I got a P already. I will be back shortly. Thank for wait. Hi. Seeing the BRB screen art style after Wolfripper died gives me sad. I think I saw another gacha game recently that had a similar art style. I don't remember though. I might have dreamt it. They had Wolfripper had a teaser for something else when they went end of service. Wolfripper being the funny pinball game. The funny pinball gacha game that I still have the BRB screen from. There was they hinted at something, and they made a domain for a Wolfripper, some other Wolfripper thing. But then that domain expired. But then the domain got renewed. So it's not over yet. Just like Dragalia Lost Forever. Dragalia is lost forever and ever. Because even if Cygames wanted to, it's also a Nintendo property. So they wouldn't be able to bring it back in any reasonable fashion. Wolfripper has a chance though, because it's entirely Cygames owned, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I had a different developer, but...
Heaven's blade shall judge you.
At least those rights would be easier to figure out compared to Dragalia Lost. Even the Dragalia mode in World Beyond got axed. Wasn't someone working on an offline version of Dragalia Lost?
I'll get production up and running.
I know that there's an offline version for... Well, I'm not sure if it's like a fully fleshed version, but... There is a way to play Wolfripper offline. Not even bifurcating. Ugh.
I get the gist of it.
If redives happen, anything could happen. Yeah, like Princess Connect was a total failure. Was not profitable at all. There was no reason to bring it back, and they did anyway. Although I don't want to get my hopes too high because Cygames has a pretty good track history with this sort of thing, but, you know, company priorities can change over time. It would be nice though. I just want an offline, at the very least, not even a sequel, I want an offline version of Wolfripper. Because just the basic gameplay and the story of Wolfripper is actually pretty gas. Oh, fuck. Is that gas? They all dead at the end of my turn? Ugh.
I get the gist of it. I'm so useless.
I don't think doing how is worth it. I think I'd just play Kitty Cat. Because I'm not going to get the special effect for Kitty Cat Arsenal anyway.
I'll get production up and running.
But it seems this was regular ass ward. Oh, I thought this was damage to themselves. I was thinking about some other thing. Face damage is not that big of a deal. Well, it's gonna be a big deal eventually, but... Dragalia doesn't have a lot of Nintendo characters. Yeah, but it's a Nintendo property though. It was a project with Nintendo, and Nintendo owns part of the rights, which means they're not gonna... You know how Nintendo is with this sort of thing. Oh, he's an actual good player. You got him IP shift. Most people just banish the ward instead. So Haven is a sketchy matchup because they can just simply use the 3-drop to banish Factory. Slamming out the Factory pass is a really, really bad idea against... Oops, my finger slipped! If they do have banish, they're not doing enhance 6 this turn. So they're not getting the D effect at least. If you silence Anvil, Teresa won't revive him. Yeah, I know that. If you can get rid of the ward, then they can't use it as a reanimate target. Unlucky. Oh man, I'm so bad at this game. I didn't really have much else to play next turn anyway. Typically, usually, when I'm up against Haven, I would save. A smart artifact player would save Factory until they have a cheap cost artifact, so they can at least get a couple of draws before it gets its ass banished. But I don't do that kind of thing around here.
Right.
How many innings do I have? 1! Cool. Yikes.
Activating Umaterra. All systems stand by. Going supersonic. How could you not understand? I've been
So I've used up all my rushes, so I can't kill Anvil board this turn. Unless if I top deck another factory. My toxic trait is that I know all the mistakes to avoid when playing artifact, but I do it anyway. What are you doing? It's just for stats, right? You're not gonna trade, right? Yeah, okay. Spin to win. Spin does get me reduced 4P shift. That's kind of cool, I guess. It's not much though, but it's something. No, yeah, I guess I can do barrier artifact. I'm gonna Quicksilver you.
Quicksilver barrier.
Even though I can't kill Anvil this turn anyway, but at least just get that out of the way.
Please.
Alright, no more EPs mentioned. Next turn, I do Miriam, Scan, and win. Oh, what are you gonna do? Sarisa into another groundskeeper?
We're just getting started, right?
Did he think? Did he trade because he thought? Well, no, he had to get rid of the body anyway. He didn't have a rush. Okay. Ooh! Valdemir. There's a path here. This actually could become lethal. That's not lethal. Damn. So close yet so far. I guess I might as well throw down Miriam.
Omega drive limiters disengaged. I'll finish
Could
this
just like get
supersonic speed.
one burn. They might not have a convenient way to clear if they don't have another Abdi or whatever her name is.
Can't touch it.
So maybe Miriam sticks.
Destroy you by myself. Here I go.
How embarrassing. Hey, I'm just giving an example, a live demonstration of what not to do with Artifact. Because remember, I knew perfectly well that they could and probably would just remove my factory. Why did you do that?
My blade and my ears work as one.
You're not gonna kill this thing, right? Yeah.
Here I go.
Just because I know how to play correctly against Haven doesn't mean I wanna. Not even a waifu Denarian. I kind of forgot that existed. A Battle Pass alt art.
Those who propagate war will be pierced by
On way.
astrolats. Everto.
Close, but not quite. Ah, so close yet so far. Oh well.
But
That was entirely a downfall of my own doing. The hubris. Man, if only Wardhaven didn't have so many wards. It's Sarisa Hyrule? No, he didn't even Hyrule with Sarisa. He got Sarisa, like he didn't get Onfelt out until turn 5. And even then I just I silenced Onfelt so they couldn't reanimate him. That wasn't Hyrule at all. It was really just me losing because I thought it'd be funny if they didn't have the banish. Which is also extra stupid because they play both the banish and also Rebel, the 4-drop removal. Calm throw? Ah yes, that deck is still there, huh? I don't typically like keeping Miriam opening hand. Spinaria with Miriam is kind of cool, but not Pyrite. Yeah, just the deck in general, yeah. Wardhaven feels real bad if you don't get Sarisa high roll. It's incredibly mid if you don't get the early high roll. Because otherwise it's just a stall deck with Raw. And I want to say you're better off just playing Amulet instead if you're gonna play stall. Although the Amulet build is high roll too, because Amulet you try to high roll Onfelt with Forehead. Didn't Wardhaven run Grimnir? They play Rebel, so I assume. Oh no, I lose. I assume they do, yeah. Okay, this I always forget this exists. I always forget that this is a thing, man. I really want to go bifurcating. I really want to do bifurcating, but I need P-shift still. The lack of P-shift now is concerning.
I'll finish this and test this.
Forever and ever more.
Probably Evo or Rezo. I'm leaning more towards Evo Portal, which means that they have an Elegance Factory. But my hand is also pretty bad. I don't really have a choice but to use Factory Slam. Need more energy. I think it's Resonance chat.
Can't touch this. Someone call tech support.
Donkey, you have a bifurcating addiction. It's like how I also have a Orb of Desecration addiction. It's a shame that there's no... I don't think there's bifurcating in Evolve. They made the guy that generated bifurcating, but he's a Machina rune instead. So this is Resonance Portal before Yuan. It's Magna Zero tolerance. Which sounds really, really fucking scary. But there's a moderately decent chance that he can't draw into tolerance alongside Zero. There is a chance. The chance is kind of low because he does have so many draws, but... Well, actually, let's do Mechon first before Spinalia. Then do the Excel, so we have a bunch of names now. And a bunch of overdraws now. Actually, Spinalia not having a trade target is kind of useful for me right now. I could just crash another Spinalia to not overdraw. I kind of want to play Spinalia for a body though. Nah. I still have Evo actually. This is still going to be an overdraw, but what if he just doesn't kill Engineer?
Such a good guinea pig.
Can I just win with Ramia soon already? Probably not. I think it's a bit premature for Ramia. If I do Ramia with only 5 names... Is this my first Mystic? I could crash 1 airstrike. That does get me to 6. then with 2 more P shifts, that's not lethal. It's a lot of damage, but it's not going to be lethal. But also tolerance. Magna can't kill me on 1 turn in turn 7. So I could just do Lamia to push. Wasn't Evo Tolerance sort of real? I wouldn't call it real. This was when we thought that Tolerance was kind of a meme card. So Tolerance wasn't super duper oppressive yet. But Evo Portal is fine. It's not bad. Need more energy. I think we just push. Push him out. And then maybe carrier lethal next turn. Just fucking gun it. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. No, I could have gone. I could have done the keynet first actually. Because I do want to kill these guys anyway. Oh man, I'm so bad at this game. I could have gotten one more. I could have gotten one more name in there for damage. Scan. I don't have enough space in hand though. Scan? I'll use that next turn.
Such a good guinea pig. Going supersonic.
Could have got lethal. I probably did have an actual lethal line.
I get the gist of it.
My 6th sense right now didn't feel a lethal line this time. I probably could have gone lethal. But I'm in a position where I'm not concerned about squeezing out lethal right now because I know what this deck does. He's gonna get an ancient! I know the ceiling of his deck, so I'm not concerned. Spin! You can't really recover too much.
I'm so useless.
Just simply doing Lamia back to back to back is perfectly fine.
We're on red alert. Repeat, we're on red alert. Omega Drive limiters.
I even have Hardy if I really wanted to. Didn't even get a. You didn't even get a ancient out of that. Oh, the lack of value.
Divine termination. Can't touch this. You call yourself a fan?
You call yourself a fan of Vellsar Portal? Oh, on the topic of spin, her voice activated her Twitter account, bro. The Genshin voice actor, the English voice actor drama is fucking crazy. It's so funny.
Guess they couldn't keep up.
I can't believe the voice actor that read the line, "Can we be friends?" The line that changed the trajectory of my entire life. I can't believe the voice actor for her is so fucking stupid. I can't believe how dumb and stupid the fucking voice actor is. Because Katie Mills, she literally ruined the entire narrative. She single-handedly ruined the entire campaign, and that's saying something at this point. Because there's been a lot of drama with the voice actor stuff. I don't think I can even successfully sum up the entire drama off the top of my head right now. Lamia is okay, but I think I'm going to be greedy and try to push for Artisan on turn 2 instead. Genshin VA crash out's very entertaining. Yeah, the other day before this, the other day we had Karina, Paimon's voice actress, fucking crashing out on TikTok. And then the next day, Katie Mills straight up admitted that the union voice actors were getting union pay while working for Genshin, a non-union project. So they were technically working illegally or working in violation of the terms of service. And everybody jumped on that shit. And Katie Mills was so embarrassed. She was so done that she deactivated her Twitter. Oh my goodness, dude. Never meet your heroes, dude. Although I always knew that Katie Mills was a controversial figure this entire time.
You will be crushed.
She's always been kind of a bit of a femcel on Twitter this whole time. Katie Mills is immediate from Me0. She actually does a lot of relevant voice work. She has a lot of relevant roles.
Going into overdrive.
Obviously, she's most well known for Kaching in this context, who is also one of my favorite Genshin characters. I love how JP voice actors don't even care. See, it's even if JP voice actors did care, the reason why the JP voice acting scene is so good for JP in JP is because they're fucking professionals. They don't talk. They don't cause controversy. They don't talk shit about their companies because they're fucking professionals. They actually have respect for their crafts and their industry, which is why, especially with all the drama, like people have always disrespected English dubs, which I've always been an English dub sympathizer, especially since I always use English dub for Shadowverse. I have people in my chat saying, "Ew, English?" It's like, yeah, dude, English is gold in this game. English dub always gets overhated, but the reason why, like, English dub has been getting even less respect now. It's been even worse than before. It's been even more embarrassing than ever before because of all this drama that they keep stirring. There are so many English performers that just feel so entitled. People are finally just sick of this shit. There's so many performers that just feel so entitled that they think they can talk shit about their companies and their fans and their supporters and get away with it as if they have that kind of pull on the entire industry. I expect Sound Cadence so far, to be honest. I heard Funa's voice actor started it and they're what ZZZ users. I don't know all the details, but a lot of people that have been muted, I don't know, maybe not a lot, but I think some people that have been muted or haven't been able to work on Genshin are able to work with Zenith because they work with Sound Cadence. It's because they're working through Sound Cadence the agency instead of hiring the voice actors as union workers. It's if you're not up to date with all the details, it's a lot of information that is difficult to communicate casually. Do I spin? I kind of want to get myself to 0 before doing factory, so I'm gonna for sure deny this guy. Do I have spin artifact as a name yet? No. Okay. I could slam down how, but I don't really have any guys I want to discard. No, yeah, I know I can factory now. I think I could actually factory with Quicksilver and pass. I was just trying to determine if my other options are much better.
Quicksilver barrier.
Denying their own P shifts is extremely important to me in a match. Because artifact players don't main deck amulet removal for the mirror match. Apparently there's another Twitter that linked her to the account. Yeah, that's how I found her old account too. I'm pretty sure. It's the first thing that shows up when you look up Katie Mills, yeah. Then the evil Abdiel. No. P-shift already. Bahamut already. Actually, to be fair, that's not even a bad strat because he is denying me trade targets. I can't drain. Now I'm going to starve. Can I still Baja combo? Gam. I think we lose. I can get a decent amount of damage in, obviously, but eh. I don't know why now that I think about it, why didn't I do Spinaria Crash last turn? I don't even have a specific reason. My brain just kind of wanted me to play Spinaria Body. My brain just wanted to use Spinaria for her body, I guess. If I can top deck another Miriam, that would be really funny though. Oh, that's so funny. It's not lethal though, but that was pretty funny. That's the wrong one drop. Now I lose. Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
You're too strong.
No, yeah, I could have crashed one Spinaria to reduce those P-ships first. How many P-ships they had didn't matter. Didn't need them. Just saw an old post where Katie calls the guy's wife the breadwinner. Yeah, she's like making assumptions about this guy where it's like, oh, he's like he could something. Oh, he could just not take on the role because it's clear that voice acting is not his main source of income. Because he barely has any voice actor roles. It's really clear that the wife is a breadwinner in the family anyway. All these nasty assumptions, dude. It's just such rat behavior. It's so disgusting, it's so unprofessional, it's so disrespectful, and it's embarrassing. All these Genshin voice, not all of them by the way. It's only a vocal minority of them. Because there's plenty of voice actors that have been participating in the voice actor strike, but most of them have still remained silent throughout this conflict. A lot of them are speaking out and outing themselves as fucking idiots, but a lot of most of them are actual decent, well-adjusted people.
I get the gist of it.
T-shirts mentioned.
Useless.
Bifurcating. Yeah, sure. I love bifurcating.
Watch this. Good luck.
Why are the voice actors so narcissistic, Lamau? It's because they're American. I'm joking, but I'm also kind of not. Because the entirety of these... I'm pretty sure the entirety of this voice actor strike with this union, it's an American-based union or whatever, right? And there's a lot of conspiracy theories. I can't give you the details to do it justice. If I misspeak, I might end up spreading a bit too much misinformation, but like I don't know I can't accurately communicate the exact details, but I'm gonna attempt to do so anyway. Yeah, the union's American, and I believe it was discovered that people finally started looking into, I think it's called SAG-ACRA. People finally started to look into SAG-ACRA. It's been around for a bit. It's been around for a while. And some VAs have spoken about it. Some VAs have spoken out against it in the past. But only now, obviously only now it's getting big attention. Ooh. Funny guy. I don't give a fuck about Cerise. Yeah, sure.
Activating alpha thrusters.
SAG-AFTRA? Yeah, whatever. Something. The contract that Hoya was expected to sign with SAG-AFTRA, it was implied, it was suggested that through those terms of service, Hoyo would not be able to consistently hire voice actors that are outside of their union.
Double check.
Because under those terms, so originally this contract, this agreement that they were trying to push Hoyo to sign, they were spinning it as like, oh yeah, it's anti-AI.
Impossible.
They were trying to communicate that, oh yeah, it's anti-AI. You hate AI, chat. You hate AI. You don't want your performers to get replaced by AI.
Destroy the world, artifacts.
Hold on, let me lock in and get this shit over with first. Wait, do I have Vamia? I'm not locked in enough. Yeah, let's do Vamia.
Omega drive limiters disengaged. Can't touch this. Adorable.
Only 2 P shifts though. Maybe I should have done a Cavi as well, but nah, don't need them.
Quicksilver barrier.
Evolve Spinamia? I don't think I give a fuck about Spinamia. Or rather, I don't give a fuck about, like, clearing his entire board anyway, right? That's almost lethal. Do I just push for it because it's funny? It is pretty funny. But I still have Evo. No, yeah, I actually do have lethal.
Reflectors to
I just accidentally found lethal. I wasn't even fully locked in. I was just kind of spacing out, and it was like, oh yeah, I guess I'll pay attention for a moment. I'm so good this game.
You will be crushed. A failed hunt.
But yeah, the narrative that they gave to people was that
Guess they
this
could
contract agreement would ensure that Hoyo would not be able to replace their voice actors with AI. But there was a bunch of other implications in that contract. One, like, for example, they primarily would have to hire union voice actors, and if they hired non-union voice actors, that voice actor, that performer, would only be able to perform like 3 times with Hoyo or some shit. Then they would have to become union if they were to do more work with Hoyo. Or something stupid like that. TLDR, SAG-AFTRA was trying to... It would appear that SAG-AFTRA was trying to make this monopoly, to have this chokehold over Hoyo and other developers. Now, I haven't like read into this shit myself because that shit's boring. Reading is boring. So I'm not sure how super duper accurate this is. But that's what everyone's been talking about though. Union dumbasses for not knowing C and law. Yeah, supposedly Hoyo already had anti-AI protection anyway, as a Chinese dev. They just want more control. Yeah, so effectively, if Hoyo would sign this agreement, independent voice actors, the voice actors that aren't part of the union would be screwed over and would never be able to find real work with Hoyo or other companies within this sort of agreement. And not only that, but also to join this union, you have to pay an upfront fee of $3,000. Not to join this union, but to apply for this union. You had to pay a fee to have a chance to join this union. Bifurcating! What did Sword do again? I'm pretty sure Sword has an out to factory. It's a good thing I don't have factory. Paimon VA always has these meltdowns anyway. Paimon VA has always caused drama since day one. I don't remember exactly what happened. I don't remember the original crash outs, but I do remember that Paimon was originally the co-host of the English streams. She was originally one of the Karina was originally one of the co-hosts of the Genshin English voice actor streams alongside Zach Aguilar. The GOAT Zach I hope wait, is Zach one of the good ones? Is Zach still safe? Please tell me my boy Zach is still safe. Didn't Paimon call CN loser insoles? I thought Karina called everybody loser insoles, but I'm not sure.
I'll get production up and running.
Omega Drive limiters disengaged. Can't touch.
It's gotten, speaking of CN, it's gotten so bad that even the Chinese players are getting pissed off about the English drama. Even the Chinese players are getting pissed off and uninstalling the game, pushing Hoyo to get rid of these guys, because it's making, as a Chinese developer, it's making China look bad.
My loyalty is ironclad.
From their perspective, it's an American company trying to make China look weak, therefore bad. And that reasoning, I don't necessarily agree with that line of logic, but fuck it, I'll take it. If the China bros are on our side on this matter, it doesn't matter what their logic is, I'll take it. I could just kitty cat to clear pretty easily. Kitty cat's kind of sad because it's not making artifacts and it will never make artifacts right now. I could just make another bifurcating.
I get the gist of it. I'm so useless.
That's not bifurcating.
Omega Drive limiters disengaged.
I kind of forgot we had spin artifact, to be honest.
Supersonic speed. Fight. Initiating divine
Also, because I don't
termination.
trust this, I don't trust we're gonna get enough cheap bodies for a Miriam. I'm gonna use this to dig.
You will be crushed. Can't touch this.
I waited too long. My armor has been pierced.
CN doesn't read. To be honest, CN doesn't really care too much unless it affects them. Like, usually they don't care unless it affects them directly. But there has been discourse in the Chinese community where they're making fun of us too. I don't know how big of a. I'm not sure how many players are actually involved in this. Like, it might just be a vocal minority that we've seen that happen. It might just be a couple people that people have Western users have noticed that have been paying attention to our drama, but seems like Genshin is using EU VAs now. Yeah, EU, like European voice actors don't have this American Union bullshit. And they're also just better. They kind of are just better most of the time.
I will support the Vanguard. Carry on.
Xenoblade uses European voice actors, and the results are iconic.
My loyalty is ironclad.
I can use Kitty Cat? You actually let this happen? That's funny.
Activating Ometeus. All systems stand by.
I'm gonna have to spend some pieces before I can use scan though, sadly. I think we go barrier. And let's just sit on Ramya. And if we could Evo face next turn, that wouldn't be lethal, but it would be funny. But yeah, they're just hiring international workers now. Because the guy that replaced Kenichi, the guy that replaced Kenichi was is a guy living in Japan. So he doesn't, not only is he not involved in the strike, he didn't even fucking know about the strikes. Eugene!
Now your soul shall scatter.
Sorry, but the time for games is over.
Carissa convinced me Femrover's VA is good but got a bad voice direction or something. That's usually the case. Usually when you listen to an English dub and it sucks ass, it typically isn't the voice actor being, ooh, I'm so good. I can just simply airstrike. Double factory! My hand is so low that maybe I could afford to do a second factory. Ooh, that's 2 airstrikes now. Can we get more? That's a bit much. Wait, what if I just drew into Bahamut? Would I just win that turn? Am I overextending here? I'm super overextending now, right? Don't do it. I'm doing it.
My armor's been pierced.
I don't think he can really punish me right now. And this deck does have a main deck out against Factory. Sure. Because I can do Synth into Radiant, into Miriam Search, into nothing.
Wow, aren't you lazy? It's cool.
You know what? That's actually not even that bad. Because he can't full... Oh no, I guess that's a full clear. I still get the name. I still get some damage. Hell, it's still Radiant Lethal. It's really just... I don't even need the second factory. It's just Radiant Lethal anyway. The classic. But yeah, most English dubs get a bad rep for being dog shit, but usually the English performer is perfectly fine. Usually the English performer is a good actor. They do have a good voice. They can act, and they don't have to be dog shit. But the reason why so many English dubs are dog shit is because of bad direction. Bad vocal direction. Take for example, fucking Tower Fantasy. Oh my god, I haven't done a Tower Fantasy segment in so long. Just to briefly derail myself. Just to briefly, like, to cite an example. Tower Fantasy's voice acting was complete dog shit. Well, that's because everything in that game was complete dog shit. But there were a lot of well-known English voice actors in that game. A lot of Genshin voice actors, in fact, in that game. Like, Katie Mills! Voicing one of the 4 stars, what a coinkydink. But also, one of the NPCs was voiced by Keith Silverstein? The voice actor of Zhongli and Yuan Shadowverse. Yes, that guy. He voices one of the NPCs, and he's total fucking dog shit in that game too. His dub is fucking garbage. But he's a perfectly fine actor, you know? It's not entirely his fault that the performance as a result are dog rather. It's because he didn't really have much to work with. There's only so much a good actor can do if they're given bad direction. But Donkey love Tower Fantasy! Isn't it like actually dead now? I think the servers are still up, but when does it actually die? Shadowverse has to have the best voice director. Dude, the localization for Shadowverse is insanely good. A lot of people will be purists and be like, oh, this isn't exactly how it is in Japanese, therefore bad. And Shadowverse does change the direction of some characters compared to how they are in JP. But it kind of works most of the time. Like how Amy, you know, the tour guide of the underworld for Shadowverse. She's kind of just a cute... She's just kind of a cute girl that says bacon in JP. But in English, they turned into a Weiji that kind of hates her job, but also loves her job. In JP, Lishana is just simply a cute idol. Whereas in English, she's a fucking brat. In English, they turned Lishana into a fucking bitch, and she's iconic for it.
I get the gist of it.
There are cases where the localization for Shadowverse is not the best, but generally they do a really good job, at least in Shadowverse, as far as I can tell.
I get the gist of it.
Like, I'm pretty sure that I've been told that the first chapters of the story of Morning Star, the translation is fucking dog shit and completely changes the story. I'm not sure if a real translation would have fixed the story, but
I'll get production up and running.
I guess I can search for Valimia.
I get the gist of it.
I can Quicksilver to deny one fairy. I could also Quicksilver to deny the last words of a fairy, but I think giving one less fairy in general is pretty good, actually. Let's get bifurcating. Let's get another P shift. Because the trains might come into play in this matchup too.
Quicksilver barrier. I think you owe me an apology.
One more example, Yakuza English dub is pretty good. IMO even better than JP. Nobody talks about the Yakuza English dub because it was only for the first game, right? So not that many people played it or know about it. I've never heard it either.
I'm so useless.
I don't know how good or otherwise it is, I just know that it exists. Ooh. Is this a position with which I can do factory pass? Because I could do a scan of Almia just to get the Aria out of the way. That'll be 2 destroyed. I still won't be able to use P-Shift with factory the following turn. What are they going to do? Killing me? Just highball next turn? Yeah, I just win next turn, right? Double checked. Shadowverse, Champions Battle, and Grounded Fantasy Versus all share the same recording studio. Where do you find that info anyway? Dude, the Champions Battle dub is so good too. I can't believe they actually committed to dubbing the entire Switch game. Because there's a lot of dialogue in that game. And from what I played so far, I've never finished the game in English still. One of these days, maybe. One of these days. But the dub, they do a really good dub. Oh! You know who else is in the Champions Battle dub? You know who else voices one of my favorite characters that is in Shadowverse Champions Battle? Did you know Katie Mills voices the Fluffy? She voices the Fluffy Emoto in Champions Battle too. How does this woman keep getting all my favorite characters every time? I don't like it anymore. It used to be peak before, but I don't like it anymore. Stop. Actually, I think I Evo in this case. I have Evos to spare anyway. And you know what? I do have Bahamut. So maybe I can Bahamut combo. No, it's stupid, isn't it? Well, this scan missing though. I'm missing all the other 1-drops. Scan is gonna be kind of awkward to resolve, so maybe I... Let's see what this summon gets me. Wow, nothing of value. And now I'm just gonna let that survive and just die now. I don't know why I did that. Windfall Faye! Mark Gra Recording Studios. I gotta see what else they do. That was some very questioning sequencing, Tonko. You just don't see the vision. So I just get very bothered thinking about Katie Mills. And how she's... It's a case of, yeah, dude, just separate the art from the artist. But it's getting kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying when I sit down and think about just how much she has done with all the properties I enjoy. And you know what's funny? You know what's weird actually? I mean, I guess I could do one. I can do barrier actually, and use the other maiming to kill it. It's just kind of a minus PP, but it's not that big of a deal. Because I want to get the Rezo to get the draw here. I shouldn't have traded. I just lost because I traded, didn't I? There's no way. I'm in the just clicking buttons mode right now. There's no way this Ramea does anything right. I think I lost. Sorry, chat. I'm a fraud. I've been getting too distracted. I've been getting too distracted, so I'm not doing anything right anymore. Was that enough for double Miriam? If I play the two drop first, recover 1 PP, play Miriam for 6, recover PP, play 0 cost. I don't think I had enough to do double Miriam, but double Miriam would have been really funny. You're too preoccupied with complaining about Hoya VAs. I'm too preoccupied with this fucking woman showing up in everything that I love, voicing everything I love, being such a good performer, but also being an embarrassment. Never meet your heroes, chat. Get grand slammed. Hello, Reggie. How's a turn 5 pass gaming? I haven't done as many turn 5 passes. Oh, I cannot believe. I haven't done as many turn 5 passes. But the times I have done turn 5 pass, I do get punished. Like in a bunch of these games I have been losing, it's mostly because I just stopped paying attention. I'm gonna be making excuses, chat. I stopped paying attention. I misplay because I'm not paying attention, chat. It's not because it's a skill issue. It's either I'm not paying attention or I'm doing an intentionally greedy play that I know is the wrong play to do, and I'm going to get punished, but I do it anyway for the bit. Chat, I know how to be good with this deck. I just choose not to be good. I choose not to be good. Keep Aegis. That's not that. We don't need that many, but you keep Aegis in this matchup because it outs the fucking fat titty whore. It outs the 4-drop fat titty last words whore that Phase Dragon plays. And you also die if your opponent uses the crystallize which Omega was it? If they use Crystallize, Give, Intimidate to a big follower, you also just die the next turn. How my favorite cycle. Okay, I don't need 2 Aegises, right? Surely. Yeah, if a smart dragon player knows that they can punish you, if they do Tiamat, Give, Intimidate to a big follower, and you don't have a way to trade, then you can kind of just lose the next turn.
Adventure's what I live for.
Not every dragon player knows that. Not every dragon player is a good player, but there are some good players that I just lose. This fucking sucks. I'm just gonna lose. All because I kept Aegis.
I'll get production up and running.
I'll leave the
Smart
adventure
dragon
with
players, you say? They exist sometimes, yes.
Adventure's what I live for.
I don't care. I'm here for Tonko Yap. Yeah, but I don't even know I don't even know where I am in my yapping anymore. I've gotten so lost in the sauce of my yapping, but that's... I don't even remember. Tower Fantasy! I was talking about Tower Fantasy. No.
I get the gist of it.
I'll leave the adventure into you.
But to loop back to my main original points.
I'll hit the vanguard.
There it is! Wait, how do I kill this though?
I've been keeping this in reserve.
I've been keeping Aegis in reserve, but like, how do I kill that? Now, they're not in overflow yet. They're not in overflow yet. I take fucking 7 to face. But I don't take another 7 to face because of Quicksilver, so it's fine, I guess. I can do drains to recover in a bit. Ooh, Resolve is kind of a bad sign. Seeing Resolve makes me nervous because it makes me... They could just do... They might just have Jerva next turn. And Jerva actually does kill me.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
Nothing too crazy here, just generate P-shifts, I think.
Quicksilver barrier. You'll find
Doggo!
every millennium.
You stupid. You could have gotten reduction on this shift as well.
Just finish the job.
It probably won't make a large difference anyway. Like, we're gonna trade enough artifacts that this one's gonna get reduced anyway. What if that did matter? Jerv? Ah!
Let ice clone you.
Hey, Kitty Cat's active.
Impossible.
Alright, so I need to trade a bunch of artifacts. How am I gonna do that? The humble, the bifurcating. Trade a bunch of jobbers to get my names up. Do we have Vamia yet? We do not have Vamia yet. That's 6 names right there.
Activating Umateus. All systems stand by.
I will need to Range Artifact to not die next turn.
Going supersonic. We're on red alert. Repeat, we're on red alert.
OMG, Vamia, no. I've got a bad feeling, chat. I've got this bad feeling I had lethal this turn. Kitty Cat spell active? I don't want Kitty Cat.
Fight.
I want different names. I didn't want Kitty Cat to do spell damage because I want to trade different names.
The dragon is immortal.
This is going to be another bad sequence moment, but...
You will be
Getting a guy off the board so they can't Gandhi anyway. What am I doing? I think if I was a smart player, I could have squeezed in the Baja lethal already. I think if I was a smart and handsome person, a smart and handsome Tonko, it would have been lethal already with Baja Blast.
I'll open the way. You follow. Follow behind.
Anyway, it's 5 to face, but it's like super duper Baja Blast anyway. See, chat, that's why we keep Quicksilvers to counter the Tiamat. Counter the Tiamat Crystallize. But like, here's the thing though. Even when I'm stupid and not handsome, I at least cannot get punished, right? Usually when I play suboptimally, as long as I didn't totally fucking brick, as long as I didn't completely totally brick, usually if I play badly, I put myself in a position where I don't lose at least, right? We can agree on that, right? Usually I'll just not get punished. And as if I was just simply dealt a bad hand, usually I don't get punished. Sup, Mecha? Hello? Have I finished talking about Tower Fantasy? Have I finished talking about English dubs? English dubs overhated? Don't hate. You shouldn't hate a dub just because English stinky. There's tons of super duper underrated English dubs out there in the industry.
I smell trouble.
But holy shit, there's a lot of shitters working in that field, huh? I don't know, Tonko, I think he should have just won. No, it's extended BM. I need more Farina content. Genshin has been a bad game lately because there's no more Farina content. You know what, actually? Time for me to pivot from talking about Genshin into talking about Genshin instead. Last night I was catching up on some Natlan side quests because I wanted to build my fat ass cow. I've been catching up on Natlan content. The world quests with your little guy, your little Pokemon buddy. And in spite of how much I fucking hated Natlan's story, the side quests are actually kind of gas. I think it literally is the same situation that Inazuma had, where the main story was fucking dog shit, but the side quests are pretty good. Side quests are fun. The side quests are nice. I like the little guy. Oh no! See what I mean? And we don't have the out. Now I fucking perish. I mean, I could Evo. Mystic Artifact, I guess. You only destroy 3 defenseless guys.
I get the gist of it.
You will be
I'm so useless.
And I'm getting Peaches reduced at least.
It's the small things in life.
I think we hold on to 1 Spinaria for a factory turn. Oops, my finger slipped.
fight.
When does Genshin get good? Sumeru. Actually, no. The filler content before Sumeru, between Inazuma and Sumeru, is pretty good actually.
Bang bang.
No, I've said this before. Genshin kind of is a game that gets good 100 hours in. That sounds like a bit, but it kind of actually is, to be honest.
I'll open the way.
Ow! I don't think I can factory pass, chat. Do I want to do scan? For Spinal Artifact again? Probably not. Skip. Chasm Quest! Yeah, Chasm is pretty cool. The Chasm story is nice. Like, Mondstadt and Liyue are just okay. They're fine, they are perfectly serviceable. But they're just okay. Genshin doesn't become actually for real good until way later. And saying it like that, trying to convince you of that is impossible. Trying to convince someone that Genshin does get actually for real good eventually is impossible. Because it sounds fucking stupid. Why should I go through hundreds of hours of mid just for it to become decent? It is nice when it gets it is nice when it gets decent, but like, Even when Genshin is good, it's not like award-winning good in my opinion. It's just kind of nice. If Genshin had a skip button, I'd like it more. The problem with skip button though, we would kind of had this problem initially as well too. Once you have a skip button, it's hard to convince a player to stop using the skip button. Once you show a player that most of the riding is dog shit and is worth skipping, when you do get around to having story that shouldn't be skipped, the player will already be skipping anyway. They'll only see like the out of context animated scenes and that's it. They'll only sit down to watch those and just ignore everything else. The average player, I mean. Because I wasn't convinced that Wuthering Waves had a good story until way later. I was skipping the fuck out of 1.1.0 after a while. I did give Wuthering Waves' initial story a fair shot and got bored to tears. That I just started skipping everything after a while. I did sit down to actually read the last arc of the last chapter of the first arc. And the finale of the first arc is fine, it's nice. But I would have missed out on too much of it if I did just keep using the skip button. Economia! The mausoleum! Yeah, a bunch of the side stuff is nice. A bunch of the side regions like Economia are really nice. But I'm hesitant to give it super glowing praise like, oh dude, it's fucking, this part's fucking amazing, it's Kino. Because it has been a long time since I played these sections. And a lot of them I don't know if they've aged that well.
I'll get production up and running.
I love Coco Fish. I fucking hated Kokomi at first because her story was dog shit. Oh, Kokomi is a master strategist. She's so smart and handsome. And then her entire army falls apart because she accepted rations from a bunch of strangers.
Get the gist of it. I'm so useless.
Too bad there's no incentive to come back after full clearing. No, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay with, you know, finishing a place and just having it be finished. It's just Enkanomiya is such a nice place that it would be nice if there was more content to it.
Watch this.
But I just like Enkanomiya as like a good area for just puzzle design in general. More than puzzle design. Black Shores is okay. Mount Firmament was food though. Mount Firmament was pretty decent. But like I said, I was so used to skipping and Wuthering Waves that I did still miss a lot of the scenes in Firmament because I was conditioned to expect the story to be dog shit and stay as dog shit. So I did miss out. That's kind of inconvenient. I'd have to trade 2 bodies in the groundskeeper, which is kind of lame. I guess I'll just kill the baby wards. Ugh. I could make bifurcating. No, I think I just simply focus on getting a billion P shifts. If I get a billion P shifts and just trade them out of Miriam, I should be fine.
Activating alpha thrusters.
I'm just a cog in a grander machine. I get the
Is
gist.
bifurcating out of Rush? Do you see a factor on the board? If bifurcating had Rush, inherent Rush, then it'd be a good card.
Did my ears deceive me?
I shall show this again. I cannot fuck with fanfiction. I'm not conditioned to do fanfiction. It's not for me. I've gone through too much cringe fanfiction in my youth. And yes, also good. Like, that's not to say that all fanfiction is cringe, obviously. I have read some Kino fanfic in my youth. I just don't have the mindset to sit down for fanfiction anymore. He actually banished the ward, which is kind of a problem. I don't have silence against Sarisa, do I? I'm so bad at this game. It's just lethal next turn almost at this point. And I'm not getting reductions to use P-shifts anytime soon.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
Dude, I'm so bad at this game now. What happened?
Setting reflectors to reflect. Here I go.
Oh, that is dead on board actually, yeah.
Systems overloaded.
I only consume Ruby through fanfiction. I'm not sure if Igni has ever talked about this, but it's like there was one night randomly after we recorded where we were talking after the recording, I think, and Igni he's never watched Ruby. He's never watched a single second of Ruby, but he knew all the Ruby lore, and I don't know why. I think he just happened to watch a lot of Ruby like videos or content about it for some reason. He's never watched a single second of Ruby, but we sat down for a full hour and he described in perfect detail. He summarized the entire series and all the lore. Igni even talked about shit that I didn't even know. I actually watched Ruby. I actually sit down and watch that shit. I've been watching that shit every season consistently since day one. And he knew details that even I didn't know. And I double checked. I fact checked him and he was right. Yeah, he'd been microdosing Ruby lore for so long. He soaked up all the Ruby shit like a fucking sponge. And after he love dumped me, after he caught up on everything in that session, he immediately forgot all of it. Like, he just got all the Ruby out of his system, and then he never thought about Ruby ever again. Which is honestly the healthiest way to engage with Ruby, I'd say. Like, there's a lot of series where I don't actually sit down to watch, but I'll watch videos about it, so I know a lot about it. But not to this extreme. This man knew he knew every single micro detail. It's like how you know the clips of an anime and understand the premise. I don't even know if he's watched the actual clips or like, you know, people will post like the famous scenes or whatever, but I don't even know if he's watched those because he knows the animation is dog shit. I did not like Ruby much after Monty was gone. That is a very common opinion. Ruby is my guilty pleasure kind of thing, where I know it's fucking dog shit. I know it's bad and it's never gonna be good ever again. But sometimes for a moment, Ruby will do something fucking brilliant. And it reminds you of how good things could be. How good things used to be, and how good things could be in the future. There are some times where Ruby will show just a sliver of brilliance, and then completely fumble everything. Completely ruin everything that the entire series has built up to that point. Because as you may have heard, even if you don't know, even if you never watched Ruby, you avoid that shit like the plague, like you should have. You've probably heard that the creator of Ruby passed away tragically after the second season or so. And obviously that really fucked up production. Dude, this is kind of dangerous, isn't it? I'm not quite equipped to deal with a tapir yet, so I think I gotta spend my Bahamut. I could just do Mecha Arm to kill 2 guys, but I'm scared. Yeah, Monty Oum. He was the creative Ruby, the main director, and also he was the main guy behind the fight choreography too. He passed away after season 2. They kind of coped through season 3 using the notes that he left. But with season 4 onwards, it did go in its own direction. And it really did become an entirely different show. Tempo Tyrant. Huh. Okay. I guess I can do Evo Barrier? I think I do Mecha Arm actually. Because I want to get another P-Shift. I can use a Techno to copy a guy.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
It's the small things in life.
Setting
I'm not too concerned with whatever he reanimates anyway. Am I?
Check. Frills, double check.
But yeah, the season 3 was a big turning point for the show, both in the narrative and in the actual IRL production of it. Season 4 felt like a filler arc. Season 5 felt like a filler arc that tried to have huge lore reveals and payoffs that didn't work at all. And Ruby was just kind of limping for so many years. And then suddenly it got good again. It just randomly locked in and became good again for like a couple seasons. Only for the last season of that arc to just destroy everything and reset the whole narrative from it just resets the whole series at like you know, everything is fucked up again. Oh man, now what kind of thing. Just like what they did with Volume 3. But kind of way worse this time. I don't want to explain in detail because, one, spoilers. Like, you give a shit. You don't care about spoilers. I just don't remember exactly. I can't accurately recall the exact... wait, do I win this turn?
Did I overreach myself?
Without Vezo... No. Right? Actually, wait. No. I don't have enough. I have a lot, but it's still not enough. I need Drain Artifact, then Scan becomes active.
Destroy the world artifact. Adorable.
Oh no, I just needed the airstrike and that's it. Oh. Do I lose next turn? I don't think Necroimpulse kills me next turn.
I got Shugi.
Adorable to the end.
That should be lethal next turn. I don't think I mind overdrawing. I'm pretty sure it's lethal next turn. If they play Celeste, it's not that big of a deal because I can still play other cards. I think I know Ruby because of the strawberry and chocolate hair girl. Neil, yeah. There's a lot of really iconic Ruby characters that are, you know, really popular on Twitter, Tumblr, and porn, you know. Typical. No, Gramarye. He's bad! You're gonna be out of Vellsar again? Yeah, but I can make it work this time because I have enough lower cost P-shifts this time. So is it... So full cost Miriam without recovery is perfectly fine. And Shadow probably should give me enough board from Miriam to OTK anyway. Because that sort of Shadow is pretty...
Of course I do. I was so
A lot of bad Last Wars players try to make board. He's not making board. He's not bad.
I'm done running and hiding.
He's not a bad player.
Your flesh and bones are mine.
He's pretty good, actually. Scrolls up, I see Tonko talked about Hoyo again. Yeah, I was talking about the English voice actor debacle. And I even squeezed in a Tower Fantasy rant in the middle of that too. Lost to Tempo Tyrant. It was all part of his grand plan. Most bad Last Wars players will just make a pumpkin board and that's it. Although I haven't seen as many bad players today, so I'm not quite so lucky anymore. Oh shit. Shall I have to leave soon? Keep Aegis against Dragon. The whole reason why I'm doing early streams on Fridays right now is because I've been busy in the evenings, so on Friday nights. Going to go play Friday Night Magic? Just kidding, I'd rather die. I have to leave in like half an hour, so I'm gonna squeeze in 1 or 2 more games and then call it.
Unhatched dragon eggs.
You play against Shadow and they gave you 3 Celestes. My hand was dead for 3 turns. Your mistake there was not using Scan or having your actual artifact bodies to work with instead. If you use Scan before they drop Celeste, and or you have Spinaria Body or the 5-drop Arms guy, you can cope through Celeste. Because the thing about them dropping Celeste over and over and over again is that you lose access to your P-shifts, but they also aren't killing you. If they're spending their turns dropping Celeste after Celeste after Celeste, they can't close game against you yet, so you can still use other artifact cards to just build up advantage. Your hand's full of shift and nothing else, yeah. When you're against a Shadow matchup, you should try not to be as greedy with your P-shifts and give yourself other options to work with. Or you just assume that the opponent is bad and won't have enough Celeste. I always assume that my opponent is bad, and it works sometimes. Yeah. Just play some dudes. I should have been bifurcating. I knew I should have had bifurcating instead. Just be mindful to keep followers. Yeah, just be demure and mindful.
I'll open the way.
Feeling kinda Jerva right now.
Designs are like unhatched dragon
Well, it's not
eggs.
actual Jerva because they have this thing, but I probably can't afford to do Factory Pass just in case. Oh, but now there's 2 factories now.
This invention could be my claim to
2-factor authentication.
Blueprints.
New stuff keeps happening. You would think that the Genshin PR agents would tell them to shut the fuck up. I think they're just gonna get quietly replaced at this point. I'm pretty sure at this stage, Hoyo doesn't even have to say they're fired. They can just simply hire a new person, just like what they did with Kanish.
I'll get production up
Eh?
and
Eh?
running.
I gave you a follower. I gave you a follower to do Gandhi through. Reggie Gigas, you've already ramped up, so 1 Reggie is not that big of a deal. He's probably gonna try to do Tiamat Reggie. He's probably gonna try to be sly and do Tiamat Reggie. Huh? Since when did they play that shit? I'm thinking bifurcating. Though I should be more focused on making more peaches right now.
Quicksilver barrier.
I get the gist of it. I get the gist of it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm so useless.
Scan is active. Scan is active? I don't even have any storms in my pool. Oh. I'm actually not dead yet. So I could get airstrike into my pool. Nah. I don't feel like it. I don't wanna.
Well, on to the next project.
I really should. I really should have, huh? Right now, like, that's such a... The egg is so weird that I have to play reactionary right now. I mean, I'll have to, but... I have chosen to just wait and see what he does next. Spend all your cards aggro and then draw 5, heal 10. Evo Dragon is just bike, but they play 2 spawn for some extra draw and heal. That makes sense because Dragon runs out of momentum so easily. I just don't remember seeing... I don't remember ever seeing them resolve the egg before. Bahamut combo. God, I know I have lethal, but I'm being stupid.
What potential is man?
Let's be stupid.
I'll destroy you all.
2 scans? That's crazy.
Destroy you all.
Oh, okay.
This is over.
I don't even have to figure it out. I'm pretty sure I have lethal, like... And like, it's not even a, I have to RNG for lethal. I'm pretty sure I had a guaranteed lethal line.
Guess they couldn't keep up.
Well, I'm also at that stage where I kind of have to pee again already, so... I'm not quite at that flow state right now, or I just know. But anyway, I have to leave shortly, so this will be a last game. You know, normally I'm very low energy for these daytime streams, but I'm feeling pretty decent today.
Omateot, all systems online.
I think just slaying artifact is forcing my neurons to activate, so it's helping me focus a little bit better. Forcing myself to lock in playing artifact. I say that when I'm distracted in most of these games. Mirror match! We've already lost. You know how I said I know we've lost the match within the... When I play this deck, I can tell if I've lost in the first two... within the first 2 turns, I can determine that I've lost already. The mirror match, going second with the opponent opening engineer, that's a real bad start. I feel hesitant just dropping Spinaria here. I will, because I like Spinaria. But what I should have done, gone for Synth bifurcating! If he doesn't trade here, he loses. Oh my god, no, he knows what he's doing. No! An artifact player that knows how to play artifacts! It's my worst nightmare.
Every millennium.
I tend to act smart and smug whenever I see a mirror match, expecting my opponent to misplay. But whenever I see an artifact mirror, and the opponent actually knows what they're doing, they do one play correctly, I start panicking, dude. Tonko, please, if bifurcating is taking away your life. Yeah, but I lose because I don't have bifurcating. I don't want to make an analyzing. It's kind of redundant. We can get analyzing with Mecha Arm anyway. And I might have to do how, copy, ancient, play ancient to clear board here. Did you mean to say complaining about Hoyo Slap is making you lock in? I complain about Hoyo Slap every day. I'm locked in every day. Okay, he loses. Not actually, but I would feel pretty stinky if I had to play double how like that, so at least he's also in an awkward position too. Ew, 2 Mecha Arms? Maybe 2 Mecha Arms back to back is not so bad. A turn 7 factory is kind of fine, I guess. If he does factory pass, no, he's not that greedy. Damn. Sometimes in a mirror match, if you're going second, if the opponent does factory pass, you can just simply Evo face and punish them. Can I do factory pass? Probably not.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
I don't want to bother doing factory. I don't really want to bother doing factory pass and then mech OM because I'd be overdrawing too much. I will Evo.
Setting reflectors.
So you can't just simply trade the mecha OM into my analyzing and then play factory.
Overreach myself?
Of course you can do factory pass. There's nothing stopping me.
You'll find gizmos like this every millennium. Omega Drive limiters just
In a mirror match, there is an art to timing when to do factory. Because I could just wait until I have a cheap artifact to then do factory. There was an art form to timing out your factory.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
I'm overdrawing at this stage, but that's kind of okay.
You will think
Did I overreach myself?
what? Impossible.
However, I am once again putting myself in a position where I'm expecting my opponent to be fucking stupid and give me artifact names. Wait, do you already have 6 artifact? I'm expecting my opponent to be stupid and give me a board to trade into, which is not gonna work. Is a how to the whacking ball to your bricked house hand? How is the worst? How feels like the worst card to play? It never feels good to play how.
Activating imitators.
But you don't really have any other good options. He can evolve to become a name for you to work with, but now is the time. Is it the time? I am hesitant to play these P-shifts because he can drain me back. I could just Android pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. He only has 3 P-shifts left. Tonko, I think you might be dead. With only 3 P-shifts, it's not likely. But he does have a... Oh my god, I do lose, don't I? Oh my god, he has a 4... He won the scan gacha. He has a 4th airstrike in hand. I fucking die.
You'll find gizmos like this every millennium.
See what I mean? I start panicking when I fight against an artifact player that actually knows how to play the fucking game. I fucking lose. He might not have Baja, he can sure as hell dig for it. I hate fighting good players. How am I supposed to look cool in front of my chat if my opponent knows what they're doing?
Omega Drive limiters disengaged. What? Impossible.
What? Impossible. Impossible.
I'm gonna crash.
Oh well. I don't have time to do a redemption game, so just simply go first. Just simply go first, have more P shifts, and scan the airstrike, and then you win. You can look cool in Worlds Beyond. What if they just don't bring artifacts to Worlds Beyond? That'd be kind of funny. You only have puppets confirmed, but wouldn't it be funny if they just don't make artifacts ever again in Worlds Beyond? Because Artifact isn't really a real deck in Shadowverse Evolve either. The physical game. They have Spinavi and Lucille that summon an artifact or two, but that's about it. Go first. You know what my problem was there? You know what my problem was? I wasn't able to maintain an early board because I didn't do bifurcating. If you can out-pressure the opponent, if you can out-pressure the mirror match by having early board with bifurcating, you win. What would Portal even do? Puppets! Just do puppets and destruction, that's it. Aren't we already getting the Shadow in set 3? It would be cool to see a new archetype. I'm sure that there's gonna be new archetypes. I think they're mostly gonna be just recycling old stuff for the first couple expansions though. Like, the nice thing about Worlds Beyond so far is that it is cool to see all these old faces refreshed in a new game. But it kind of feels like a Cardfight Vanguard V format situation where it's mostly just gonna be nostalgia units, and who knows when the fuck they're gonna make entirely new original content. Alright, I've yapped about Hoyo enough for one day. Thank you, chat, for joining me for the daytime stream. I didn't even make any did I even make any progress to GM? No, I made negative progress. Man, I was gassing up myself for this stream like, oh dude, I'm already so close to Grandmaster, guys. Didn't move a dent. I might try a different build tomorrow. As in, I might try either Evil Portal or Resonance tomorrow. I probably can't really climb that effectively, Rezo, but Evil Portal is actually fine. Damn, my favorite horror stream is going off. I've got shit to do. I gotta go play Vice Wars with the boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't have anything tomorrow night, which means that I'll probably do a regular evening time stream tomorrow, which is like 8 AM for North Americans. Tonka should play Mysteria. Does Angry Bitch Mysteria work well this format? I know it's around, but I don't remember if it's like good. Have fun, bye. Oh, I always do. I swear to God, Vice Force has become my favorite TCG, guys. Well, it's my favorite because I never get to play Shadows Evolve, but it's so refreshing how much better and more handsome Vice Force is compared to compared to Aleosar is on. Compared to Vanguard, playing Vice Force is such a breath of fresh air. I actually have someone to raid. Holy shit. Daytime streams hit different. On Twitch, that is. I don't got anyone to raid on YouTube. So, for those on YouTube, bye. For everybody else, thanks for watching. We're gonna go raid Audio Store. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow evening. Bye bye.